Are we live now?
Yeah, we are live now.
Oh shoot, there's people waiting already.
Folks, if you have just caught this show right now, there's going to be some show notes down in the comments or descriptions down below about the show. So, yeah, if you're catching this after the show's over, please check the description. There should be some posted maybe about an hour after the show completes. All right. So, we are in pre-show mode right now. And again, thanks for everyone that's out there that's here with us this evening. Unfortunately, it's potato quality this week, and man, Jason, you know what? I'm itching for that. I'm itching to get a slider now because of you. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at the Edichrome Slider One Pro because of that whole setup we did. Um, man, I was just like, man, it looks so legit. It looks so good.
Oh
Good time.
yeah. Nah, man, I footage is where it's at, man. I've given up on Autocron, dude. They failed me
Yeah.
too many times.
Oh, really?
No.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, it's because like I think we had the slider plus medium, I think before my partner did for our weddings.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, it's just so much hassle to send it in for them to like take a look at because like every time we slide to the left or something, you would see this little bump and it appears in the footage too. And they were asking so many questions. They're like, "Can you show us physically in video where this bump's taking place?" We're like, "We don't know how to do this, man. This is the reason for customer support. We want to send it back to you guys. We can show you the bump in the video, but we can't like actually physically show you where the bump is on the slider." So it was an incredible hassle to get that sent to them. And then I don't even know if we ever did. And the app on the slider one, we got the module and everything, and it worked great. And they worked great for like the first 3-6 months when we got it. But then after a while, like the app started crashing on our phone and it stopped communicating at some point. I don't even know. Like it was just incredibly frustrating to use the app to control the slider on a wedding day when it's not working.
Yeah.
And what else is there? And the thing is, yourself anymore. You know, you have to use the module and the app to control it. So it was incredibly frustrating. So not a big fan
Well,
of it.
I guess I'm gonna dodge that because I did see some issues. There was actually some videos posted. And guys, by the way, the official show will start in about 10 minutes. We're still in the pre-show mode. We'll start at 7 p.m. Well, Pacific Standard Time here where we're at. So in about 10 minutes, we'll start.
Uh-oh. They
Um,
said something about audio.
yeah, you cut out for a little bit, but I think I still got the gist of it.
Oh no, again.
it's
What is
it's just
going on?
it's my potato internet, man. It's my potato internet.
I don't think so. I think this is the issue that we had last time. Here, give me 1 second. I want to move to a different USB.
Okay. What's good, everybody on the chat? Hope you guys are doing well. We're on potato quality this evening. Apologize.
We'll never match up to how we had it in Vegas.
Could happen again. Hey, it could happen again in the future, potentially. I think if I go to NAB, I'll probably not go for the full time slot. Maybe I might do like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's potential. But I don't know if I would
Well,
stick around the whole time.
the exhibit the exhibit itself happens the 9th to the 12th, I think. So it's a Monday through Thursday.
Oh God. Okay. So yeah, so I'd probably only be able to hang around for like the Monday, and then literally go back to work on Tuesday.
Oh no.
Maybe. I think if my yearbook gets submitted and it's done, I think I'll be free. Not have to worry so much about that. Oh man, Damon Hart says sending back the A7R III tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Jiffer says, everyone sell your gear. Don't A7 III is here? What? I don't know. Let's see.
I don't get it.
I don't know either.
Panda Photographer says potato quality is better than no quality. That is damn right, sir. Damn
That
right.
is true. That is true. Jay San, thank you for the $5 drop there. I reserved and in the process of selling all the Nikon gear, including the Holy Trinity. Oh wow.
Oh shoot.
Is that the Zoom, the Holy Trinity Zoom, the 2470, 1424, and the 7200, or is that the primes? I don't recall. Jason, do you know what those are? It's one of those.
Not. It's. I would assume it's the typical ranges.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Man, I just got. That's the thing I want to notice in this episode is who's selling stuff already, who's making moves already in order to get the A7 III and jump over to Sony. Because I think this camera is just doing it for people. So I'm just curious to see things.
I mean, I have plans to get some stuff out. I just haven't gotten a chance to take initiative yet.
You mean like sell some stuff, Jason? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Just start like posting, getting it out there. See certain items. You know, funny thing is, one of the things that I'm thinking about selling is my MacBook back there.
The old one or the newer one?
The new one, actually, the 2017 one. Just because, like, I just saw how you were putting together videos in your room, in our room in Vegas, and I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna get like a Windows laptop.
The Dell is a good option as long as it works. As long as it works.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of eyeing the Razer Blade 14 or whatever. But I do
the one with the discrete, definitely the one with the discrete GPU though. It has a GTX 1060. That's a really good option.
That's the one I was looking at. And Linus said it's better, but I've been hearing like a lot of people complaining about the customer service with Razer. So I'm just like.
So basically, wherever you buy it from, I would make sure they have a good return policy. I think some people recommend going to the Microsoft store, the Windows store, if you have one nearby, because they'll
even for Razer.
They have Razer Blade laptops, I believe. So if you go there and you take it home for like a week and you have issues, take it back and say this thing just is garbage, and you'll be all right.
I'm just worried, like 3 or 6 months down the line, I have issues with it that I'm just like I can't do anything about it, especially with their. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody in the chat's ever used the Razer Blade, or let us know. I also was thinking about that when I was buying my laptop, but I just went with the Dell Alienware only because I could still open it and add additional RAM if I needed to, or an additional SSD. So so I have two 1 terabyte SSDs in my laptop. So 32 gigs of RAM. It's maxed out. So.
Awesome.
Whoa, Jason, another $5 drop, man. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it, man.
Supplying us with that company money. Thank you so much, Jason.
I appreciate it, man. Every bit.
Awesome.
Let's see here. Again, thank you to I'm the Brown. He dropped that $40 with us last time. Remember, Jason? And then we used that to get some food. And there's an interesting story, but I don't know if we can talk about it.
I don't think we can talk about it.
Oh, we could say we just ran into the VP. That's all good. No big deal. Let's see. Blair saying, get an HP workstation notebook. Let's see.
That's the thing. There's just so many options that I'm just kind of overwhelmed at the same time. I'm just like, damn, I have to do all this research.
For the laptops, right? Yeah. Dude, the Surface Pro is really interesting. But the new Surface Book, but I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. Whatever Linus is using, I will use it too. I trust Linus and his team.
You mean his staff of people that edit the video, right? Like,
yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure. I know they have like obviously the built out PCs, but they do have mobile editing stations that they can take with them for these sort of like events. So that's what I'm kind of after right now.
It just battery life just sucks on the Alienware for me, so that's the only issue. That's the one aspect of the MacBook that I would really like. Is just the fact that you have that battery life, and it's if you use Final Cut Pro, you're gonna get a lot big bang for buck on that.
The thing is, I thought about that too, but then I'm just like, well, how often do I edit without plugging in my laptop? I would
True.
always try to find like a plug anyway. So I'm just like, I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with crappy battery life.
I know Amder Brown mentioned on the last stream that he picked up the Dell Alienware 15. He's saying right now it's blowing his brains. The rendering time is amazing, and I agree. It is amazing. The only thing that gets me is that I know that the 6-core CPUs are coming around for laptops, and I think that's going to be really interesting. So I'll probably wait like another year or something like that to upgrade, but I literally like I have my like my PC just chilling right here on the side. I don't even use it anymore. I just use my Alienware, my 13-inch for everything. Wow. So it's like it just sort of replaced everything that I typically do. So, and folks, we're gonna get the show started in a couple minutes. Yeah, what's up?
And here's the question. I mean, like there's two versions of the Razer Blade, right? There's a 4K version and a 1080 version.
Ooh,
and yeah. I'm thinking about just getting the 1080 because I don't need a 4K on the size of that, like on a small screen. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, would I be missing out by not having a 4K display? Because the 4K one does have touchscreen, but I don't care too much about that. It's just like I'm just wondering if I would be saving a lot of battery. I
have touchscreen. I hardly use it. It's like sometimes people will touch it by accident. Oh, it's touchscreen on my laptop. So, but it gets rarely used on my end. Yeah, I think I think the issue with the 4K is that you're going to have issues with scaling, and then it might not look nice. But the 1080p is going to save you battery. But I don't know which one has it just looks better. But I don't know. It's going to be your call.
All right. So. And guys, thank you so much for your suggestions. I'm going to have to look back at all the comments in the chat after the show.
Yeah. Yeah, today's show is really going to be kind of chill and kick back. I mean, there wasn't a lot of news after that last week. The biggest news was the A7 III, and obviously the upcoming A7S III, which is probably going to drop next week. But other than that, that was pretty much all the excitement so far.
Yeah, and the CP Plus, the camera show in Japan, actually some folks out there got their hands on the Sigma lenses.
Oh,
we can talk a little bit about that today.
Oh, Jason's got some insider info.
I don't have any insider. I just got some photos from an awesome follower named Shu. I don't know if he's watching right now.
I hope you're watching. All right, folks, it is 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am that one camera guy, aka Danny, which should have been reversed. I'm here with my co-host. He can introduce himself. Go ahead, man.
Jason Vong. You can't go wrong with the Vong, as the people in Vegas like to say.
You should just run with that, man. That's the way everyone's going to remember it. So we are here this evening. And again, I appreciate every single one of you for coming out and joining us on the live stream. Very much appreciated. We're still trying to talk a little bit about the A7 III. It's been a week later, and we just want to know, did you pre-order the camera? What are you selling? Are you selling your kidney, your firstborn? What are you doing in order to get the camera? And are you migrating your lenses in that direction? We got a little bit of news on the back burner here, so we'll cover some of that. And towards the end of the show, we're going to definitely take some of your questions, and we're starting to see some pop up, which is great. And obviously, if you drop a super chat, we'll answer your question right away. But that's not necessary for the show. But again, we just really appreciate everyone being here. And show notes will be in the description / comments below after the show is over. So, Jason, we're going to go get started with new gear, but I want to go and answer a question because we just got a super chat from Mitch Rico for $2. He's saying, should I sell my A7S II and get 2 A7 Mark IIIs? So not just one camera now, he'll have 2 cameras. Jason, what are your thoughts on that, not knowing anything else?
Definitely. I mean, like, pick up some native lenses. You're going to be able to capitalize on the A7 III's autofocus. A lot of folks are saying the low light on the A7 III is quite on par. I can't say that for sure myself because we haven't gotten a chance to test it out. But yeah, man, I mean, like, just the bigger battery alone and having all those nice features, S-Log3, S-Log2, Hyperlog Gamma for videos, I'd say, yeah, definitely.
And honestly, the usability, right? The joystick, like I said, the bigger battery, the brighter screen when you shoot in 4K. You didn't have that on the A7S II. The dual card slots. There's just so much going for the A7 Mark III. Now, Mitch, the only thing is if you're interested in still keeping an A7S III potentially, the only issue is we really don't know on an announcement date. The quote-unquote rumor is NAB, but again, those are just rumors at this time, or just some guesses at this point. So, but yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea to upgrade to the A7 III at this time. Cool. All right. Okay, so folks, we're going to go ahead and jump into our hashtag New Gear segment. I have a feeling we all got the same thing, Jason. Is that fair? I think everybody here that's on the show might have got something similar. It's okay if you don't have it in your hands. You can stay pre-ordered. That's okay. But let us know in the comments below what you just recently picked up. You can say pre-order and let us know what you had to sell and what you had to lie about, whatever it happens to be. Let us know what you just recently got. We'd love to know. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. Jason, what did you pick up recently this past week?
Wow, Danny, it's interesting that you said pre-order because I also pre-ordered the Sony A7 III.
Oh, what the heck? Really? That's I am so shocked. I am so surprised.
Man, woke up. I like literally I woke up, what was it, 6 a.m. in the morning? We're in a hotel room.
Oh,
I just got up. We didn't say a word to each other, and I was like, Danny, 2 hours until pre-order. And I went back to sleep.
Oh yeah, so let's kind of give some precursors to the backstory, right? So okay, the morning of, I was trying to get my lessons prepped for my class that morning. So I was like busy like recording. Jason was still asleep. I think he was awake. And then yeah, you just get up, right? And you're like 2 hours to go till pre-order. It was 8 o'clock, right? It came out to 8 o'clock, or was it 7?
I think so. It was 8 a.m. PST. So in our time zone, it is 8 a.m. Yeah.
Dude, and I was just like getting ready, and then you know how we were just refreshing until that thing just started, man. But
the funny thing was you didn't even hesitate. I think like I hesitated on the shipping option. I was like, should I do 1-day delivery? Should I do overnight delivery? I was just like racking my brain over it. But then you were just like done, easy overnight delivery.
The thing is, when I had done it, right? So there's two options for 1-day delivery. There's 1-day saver, and then there's like literally by 12 p.m. Like I get this other option. And the thing is, I've done the 1-day saver, and I always get it by the afternoon. I've gotten it by the afternoon. So I was like, I don't need to get this other option. It's a little bit like $10 more. I don't need to spend that much more to get it early on. But you know, that's the nature of the game. You want to try and get the camera ahead as soon as possible. But what sucks is since we're so far away from the East Coast, we're going to get a little bit later than everybody else. So yeah, but yeah, let us know. Hey, also, if you're in the comments right now, folks, did you get it at 8 a.m. or did you wait? Because I'm really wondering what the wait order is right now on that camera. I'm hoping they planned ahead and made enough cameras. But my gut feeling tells me there's going to be kind of a waiting list a little bit. So, but hopefully not a long one.
Yeah, Mr. Brian McLeod says, yes, pre-ordered my A7 III on the dot, and Adorama told me I was #1 on their list. Damn.
What the heck? How does he know? Did you contact them? Did they say that?
Did you contact them? Are you literally on the phone or the chat with them? They're like, yeah, you're #1.
You just call them up and says, okay, I want to order this right at this moment. Okay. Oh, dude. It's going to be like the A7R III. You're like looking at it. I remember when the A7R III came out, and then you guys like, yes, they sent it. They sent it, but it was the memory card. And
oh, gosh.
Dude, did they do the EDU discount already on the A7 III? Because I need to let them know about that, because I didn't have that option didn't pop up. So I want to save like a couple $100.
Hopefully you can like contact them after the fact.
Yeah, hopefully, because if I have to cancel my order and reorder it and then have to wait and go back in line, geez, that would suck.
Manny Ortiz in the house. He says his A7 III comes in tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Right, Mr. Big Guy, whatever.
Show's over, guys. Show's over.
The rest of us have to wait next month.
I think it's okay. It's all good.
Mr. Manny.
I feel like I get to use the camera in a certain way that it doesn't get used so much in that kind of scenario. Okay, well we gotta address this really quick because we just got a super chat from Jay Sant again. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. He says, I use my D750 for professional work, events, and portraits. Will be the first time using Sony for professional. I'll be all right. ... Right? Question mark. Do you ever happen to shoot in really warm environments, Jay? Other than that, I think you'll be fine. I mean, I think you'll be good, man. That's all I would say. Just, yeah. Jason, what are your thoughts? You'd be using it in profession. You've used your camera in professional environments. I mean, you've been good.
I think so. I think the A7R III, I already feel like it's a really good and amazing event cameras. With the A7 III coming out, I think it's the perfect event and portrait
Yeah.
camera. So for sure.
Yeah. And we can talk a little bit.
I just don't know what the D750 is comparable to because I don't really know the models of the Nikon.
Their D750 kind of, I feel, falls along the lines of the 6D Mark II and also the current A7, the current A7 III. They're kind of in that same time range, right? But yeah, I think it'll do just fine. And I will talk a little bit about some of the ruggedness of the cameras in a little bit here as we go on through it. So, Jason, anything else that you picked up?
No. A7 III. That's it.
All right.
Might have to pick up a screen protector afterwards, though.
Oh, you are absolutely correct. Sometimes I buy the screen protectors. They give me two, so I wonder if I have two from the A7R III. No, but I think I got the Sony.
Snaps.
I don't know if he's ever bought the Sony screen. Okay, so then I'll have to order it. So yeah, as far as my end, for obvious reasons, I pre-ordered the A7 III. I am definitely going to go ahead and sell off a couple of things in order to make that happen. But it looks like we're all joining the A7 Mark III family. It really isn't for me personally. It's going to be for my brother. So it's kind of like I'm just going to use it for the beginning.
Sure. Sure.
So unless I buy my...
You got to have a buzzer going on every time someone pre-orders the A7 III so we can press on it. It'll be like,
hey, by the way, I hear that YouTube is now going to retain the chat in the live streams. So you know how this video is playing, right? I think in the future, whatever you say in the live chat will appear on the side and will actually scroll through based on the time frame that we're in. That is a new feature. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, we can also create program triggers, basically. So if someone donates like $3 or something, it will trigger like a buzzard in our actual show. Like it'll actually trigger something that happens. So I was looking at some of the updated features. I don't know if it was rolled out to me yet or not, but I really hope it did. But yes, there's some new features where the text will scroll on the side. And also the viewers can actually interact with us, put through a super chat and create an event to occur. So yeah.
What is this, Twitch or YouTube?
I really hope they roll that stuff out. So I really want the chat to stay there. I really would like the chat history because that just sucks. You just lose all that. You lose all that info and all the stuff going on.
Because sometimes I do want to go over the chat again, but it just disappears. So
yeah, and there's just some good stuff, man. Let's see.
We got a super chat donation, by the way.
Dude, where is it? Can you find it?
Yeah. So Kawaku asked, how light is the 24 to 105? Can it be used on a gimbal like an 18 to 105? So I would say the 18 to 105 is much lighter than a 24 to 105, and just because all the zooming is done internally on the 18 to 105, it fits better for a gimbal. If you try to zoom with the 24 to 105 on a gimbal, you're gonna kind of wreck the balance a little bit. So I would say stick with the 18 to 105 for gimbal.
Yeah, for gimbal work, but man, I love that 24-105. Just if you're doing handheld, it's really nice.
Oh my god, are you gonna get it?
It's gonna be on low priority. I'm probably gonna do that. Okay, so some stuff that I picked up as far as new gear. I got the Peak Design clip, that thing that attaches to the backpack or the belt. I was gonna get version 3, but I had like an EDU discount, and I saved a little money, so I went for the version 2. Hopefully, I didn't make the wrong choice, but I mean, it was like $30 cheaper, so I went with that one for now. And then if I really like it, I'll get the second clip, the other clip. But I went and got that clip for myself, and I'll definitely check it out and try it out as well. And then the other item that I picked up, I was debating. I actually was contemplating in the morning. I was thinking about getting the 24-70 G Master, but I went ahead and picked up the 16 to 35 f4 Sony size.
Oh, snaps.
So I went and picked that up because I have a Canon 17 to 40, which I still use, but I really want to have a native f4 ultra wide lens for full frame. I'm using the 10 to 18 right now. Love the lens, but I would really love a native ultra wide lens for full frame. I was thinking about the G Master, but the price range was just kind of out there, kind of stretching itself out there. And I was like, I could save $1,000 and then potentially just go ahead and grab the G Master 24-70, which is kind of the one I really want to get. It seems to be the most versatile lens. So, yeah, I just picked up the 16 to 35. I just really wanted a native lens for full frame.
Cool.
It might replace my 10 to 18. I don't know. The lens that I really love, but the distortion just gets really, really insane on the edges, which is really bad. So
let it be known that it has begun for Danny to transition completely out of the APS-C line.
Oh God, Jason, why would you say that? Yeah, Jason and myself were having a discussion and was like, are we done with APS-C? Are we moving on?
Don't be silly.
But I think I'm still gonna hold on to my 6300s because I have the unlimited recording available. Man, we're tangenting. I need to write this down because there's a topic I want to talk about, and that is the 30-minute limit recording that's based on the EU. They say that it's expiring in 2019. But let's I'm just gonna write that down in case I forget.
What does that mean?
And we'll get into that.
Yeah, okay, we'll get into that.
All right, but we are now in the gear hashtag new gears part, so we're gonna go ahead and start reading up all of your A7 III purchases. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Okay. All right, Jiffer got an A7 III. Nice. Riddell Photo, damn, still paying off old cameras. I'm so sorry, Riddell. Is it your A9s, Riddell? Because I know you had like 2 A9s. I was like, oh man.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Evan Pollinger, new gear, A7 III, homie. That gas is wild. Tag the shooter says doing Crane Plus. Surprised y'all have live chaps after the A7 III was released. No A7 III for me. Damn.
Well, you got he's already got A9 and A7R III, so he's packing it already.
He's good. You're good.
Pilar Lopez, new gear A7R III plus a 2470 G Master. Pilar, are you going to return the A7R III, get the A7 III, and save some money? Just a thought.
Let's see here. Dave Sincere, new gear, 12 by 55 inch strip softbox. Very nice.
Stepping up the lighting. APS Colombian Nest, are you paid by Sony? I wish I was. Okay, moving on.
We wish.
I wish. I'm the Brown. New gear, yes. Godox 8200, Godox TT350, the Alienware 15 Core i7, and have to get rid of a Canon 70D and other stuff before I can add an A7 III. It's all good.
Matter of time.
All right.
Victor Collins says, new gear, order the 35 1.4 Distagon. And Tokin Kid says A7R III with the 85 1.8 and the Godox 8200.
Sweet. Wendy Worthing bought an A9. Ooh, bought an A 2 weeks ago with the 100 to 400 and the 2470 Jim lenses. Been with Canon since high school, 1982. Holy smokes. Wow. Wow. Hey, Wendy, would you be considering to get the A7 III instead? But I mean, the A9 is amazing. That thing's a beast.
Hey, maybe she needs that sports capability of the A9. Who knows?
It's so amazing to have that. All right. Jason also says he's gonna get the 50mm f1.8, the 85 1.8, the 2470 G Master, and a flash. Man,
very nice. Scott Review says pre-order the A7 III 16 and 35 f4 sold. And he sold a 6500, the 35 18 and 105, and RS105. There you go.
I'm telling you, APS-C, man, it's going. APS-C's dead. It's kind of sad. APS-C's dead. I still have hopes for the Alpha 6700 announcement at NAB. Okay, all right. I have faith that it's going to have a flip out screen. And it's going to be fully articulating. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, Manny already said his 873 is coming in tomorrow. Damn it, Manny.
Okay. Dang it, Manny. Manny's in the house.
Let's see.
Okay. Alex Sandoval says he just bought the Google Pixel 2 XL unlocked. Why the hell is our phone so expensive now?
Oh, I saw his Instagram story on that. Yeah, man. Why did you go for that? I'm just wondering.
Best camera.
I'm actually eyeballing the S9, the Galaxy S. Hey, this is another tangent. I'm going to add it to our list of things. Sony phone sensor, like A7S. I don't know if you saw the news, but Sony released a sensor that could basically see in the dark for their phone. So basically, they have a phone sensor now that can see in the dark, practically.
Oh boy. Yeah,
I think they said 12,800 ISO was the range it would go up to. Anyway, we'll talk about that later if we have time. Let's see. Casper says his FE 400mm comes in tomorrow also. You mean the f2.8, Casper? That'd be pretty awesome.
Ace Flair says, sold my A9, pre-ordered a Sony A7 III. Very nice.
Oh, ooh, yeah, it's a good choice if you're not shooting crazy sports. We got to hold off on the question, guys. Really sorry, we're gonna have to wait on those. Oh crap. Okay. Oh man, the chat is going fly. It's flying.
Yep.
Let's see here. Are we still in hashtag new gear, or did it completely change something else?
I don't know. I think it's gone.
I think it's gone too.
Okay, we'll just read a couple more and then we'll move on. So Justin Godson says, new gear 24 to 105 f4, though maybe I should have waited for the Tamron 28 to 75. Ooh. Maybe, but the 24 to 105 is beast, man. Beast.
Wait, did you say Rich Ramos yet?
I didn't. I didn't.
Rich Ramos, hashtag new gear, Sony 70-200 f4, very nice lens, and he just picked up the Sony Zeiss 16-35 f4, just like I did. Nice. Awesome. And then Damon Hart, have you read Damon Hart already?
No.
Sold the A7R III pre-order and picked up the A7 III and the 24-105.
Nice.
That's awesome, because see, that's the thing. You save the money, you save $1,000, right? You just get the 24-105 lens.
There you go. Done deal.
It's a great choice. All right.
Aldrin Sampson says, pre-ordered A7 III with the Sony to 105 f4! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
How do you get those big exclamation? Oh, okay. No, you got some secrets.
Let's see here. Dominic says, new gear A7 III. Angry at myself for hesitating and not putting my pre-order until today. Now I'm just hoping I can get my hands on it before San Diego Comic-Con in July. You'll get it way before then, for sure.
Oh, how do you know that, Jason? How do you know that?
Oh, you know.
Let's see. Thomas Austin, new gear, GM 100-400 and the A7R III. You are gonna love that combination. That 42 megapixels with that 100-400 is insane. It's just gonna be bananas. Nice. Let's see. Sam Kong said, persuaded my brother to sell some of his sneaker collection to get the A7 Mark III.
There we go.
Jiffer's trying to pawn off his Canon 70D. Just letting you guys get heads up on that. I think we're gonna have a new segment, gear for sale. Gear for sale.
Gear for sale. WTS, what to sell. Want to sell.
That is gonna be so funny. Looking for trade. Dude, I don't know, man. That A7 III stuff is going to disappear. All right, man. We got to jump. Okay, I think we're good here. We're going to go ahead and jump in and start. We got a couple of quick stories to go over, and then we'll start talking about the A7 III a little bit after the whole week has passed. But we definitely want to get your input on it because you guys definitely make this show what it is. So over the weekend, I think was it Saturday, I went ahead and shot swim and also some softball. And you know what was funny? I think like a few shows back, one of our viewers was saying, Danny, just use the A9 in the rain, and shot with the A9 in the rain with the 100-400 was perfectly fine. And here I was beforehand, I was saying things like, oh yeah, I'm so scared of like bringing my Sony cameras out in like some really crazy weather. It's going to have some damage, it's going to get messed up. And so it was raining. And I just brought out to the swim meet. I had the A9 as well as the A7R III. I didn't have any cover on the hot shoe, by the way, which some people got worried about. I was posting it on my Instagram feed. If shameless plug, if you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to post more on there. And it got drenched. The A9 and the A7R III took some slight downpour, and it was still working just fine. I did let it dry off. I made sure to dry it off after the fact, but it worked just fine. But that was my Saturday. It got really bad. They canceled the second softball game, but yeah.
Well, I know for a fact that even if it rains for swim, it's still going to keep on going. So
I know. I was like asking, hey guys, are they going to cancel your swim meet? It's like when it's raining, it's like what, we swim in water, so why would they cancel the swim meet? Because at first I was like, okay, I'll just have like an umbrella, but I was like, I can't handhold like this thing and the other and this and the other. And so, yeah, I just shot with it. I was like, I just trusted the gear. I mean, they did some of those tests that was posted on Sony Offers, I think, or Petapixel, and they tested the A7R III. It did fine as long as the liquid doesn't get underneath the camera, I think. But the A9 and the A7R III was just fine. So I know. And would love to know your story about your cameras and whether or not you've taken it out in acclimate or crazy weather, like it raining. But I won't do it too often though.
I love to hear people who like live out in the snow or like where it's constantly raining. Like, how did the gear fare out for you? Because me and Danny, we live in sunny California, where it's just like, well, we can't really test much in terms of weather sealing. But unlike Danny, I didn't get a chance to shoot in the rain too much over the weekend. Had a wedding, bought rain covers and everything, taped the umbrella onto the tripod to protect our cameras. And the moment that we did that, have everything ready for the rain, it stopped raining. Like the sky cleared up, and we're just like, oh my God, like why did we spend? Well, my partner, she spent like $30 on like a rain cover for her camera. It was like a pretty legit looking one. For me, I just spent like $8 on like a plastic bag. But we ended up not having to use it anyway. So
hey, you never know. You never know though. I mean, but you have like mics exposed though, like a microphone. You might have a port exposed.
Yeah,
and that would definitely interrupt the weather shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. So that's something that's definitely worth protecting. But I mean, nothing. I mean, like the only water that we would have to worry about was like from the building because it was still like dripping from top. But that's about it. I mean, like it stopped raining. We feel really bad for the couple because they booked a very, very beautiful venue where the ranches are and everything, and they had to move everything into a little room, and they have like a ton of guests too. So all of us were just kind of crammed inside this little room, and I had no space to move, so I ended up having to like cross each time. You know, funny story. Someone from the wedding actually watches our video.
Oh no.
You're right. I was before I went to this wedding, I was informed that the best man of the groom actually watches my video. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. You know, kids our age watching our videos. That's cool. But then what I didn't expect was this uncle. You know, he was just like, hey, what's up, Jason? I watch your video. I'm the groom's uncle. I'm like, what?
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Crazy. I can't be low key anymore. Anymore.
Nothing can go wrong. They love you, man. They know Jason Vong's on the job. So,
and then they watch the video and they're just like, wow, this guy. I don't know about this guy anymore.
That's cool though, man.
Yeah,
I think that's
funny.
Awesome.
That was funny. That's fun.
That is pretty darn cool. Folks, we got another super chat from Michael Miesel Pierce. He just dropped $10. He says he's in the house. And Michael, I got to say thank you again for buying me a drink down at the Luxor. Really appreciate it. And
he had like his crazy Fujinon lens, the 18-55. That thing was beast, dude.
That's gonna be your next purchase, right, Jason? The Fujinon 18-55.
You know what? He said it wasn't that bad. I forgot what the pricing was, but it wasn't bad. Maybe someday.
Someday.
My eyes are kind of on the Loxia lenses right now, but someday.
Okay. All right. And also we got another super chat. Skip336 just dropped $1.99. Says follow at Ryan Alston Photography. Hey, check him out. See what he's all about.
I don't know, man. That shameless plug. We got to be charging a lot more for that.
We don't got any standards right now.
Round it up to $10. Then you can push your Instagram.
All right. So those are just some of the stories going in there. So we're going to go ahead and I don't know if there's anything updated in the comments that you've seen that you've been eyeballing that you could mention. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Manny's trying to pawn off his A7R II. So am I. So anyone want to hit us up?
You know what? The one thing I'm going to say is I might not sell it because I have the A7R II. But I might sell one of my APS-C cameras instead. And it's just the reason is that, you know, you can still unlock the unlimited recording on the Sony A7R II. So you got a 4K full frame camera that can actually continuously record.
Yeah, that's great.
That's just one little thing I want to mention. It's the only thing that kind of gets me thinking like, okay, maybe I don't want to sell it, but I really don't need it. So probably will sell it soon. But I think it's going to lose so much value.
it's still a fantastic camera. I mean, like now now a lot of people can get it at such a good price if we're selling it because like it's still a great 42 megapixel camera. You know, the photo quality is, if not similar to the A7R III anyway. So I think it's worth picking up.
If you're a stills photographer, portraits, it's going to be amazing. It's still a great
pick up a battery grip, honestly, because then you'll be able to have that vertical shooting plus the longer battery life.
Yeah, that solves a lot of the issues. So, but yeah, have you sold? You're getting ready to sell yours, right?
Yeah, I want to sell mine. Just because I don't use a battery grip and I already have the A7R III. So,
anybody, what's the price that anyone would pay for an A7R II right now? Help us out. Are you are you looking at $1,500, $1,400, $1? Like, what would you pay right now for an A7R II?
No. Manny already set the base. It's $1,700.
Oh shoot! Oh, I didn't see that.
Manny's copy is going to come with an autograph sign plus a picture preloaded into the camera.
Oh! Special picture preloaded on there. Okay.
Special. Manny's beard. Yeah. I'll include a memory card in there too. I'll have some pictures of me. I don't know.
Just like we don't want this. You're like we don't want this camera anymore.
Yeah, it's $2.
We just got another super chat. Jay Sand says, I bought my girlfriend an engagement ring, so when she sees all the Sony equipment, I can just pull the ring out at quieter anchor.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice.
That is gear of the week right there. An engagement ring.
Tag the Shooter says, I can't sell my A7R II. It is so beat up looking, and if he asks me how many shutter counts it has, it's probably 300,000.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. David Elser said he's keeping it for the Play Memories app.
Cool. Awesome.
Dustin says he'd be willing to get an A7R II for about $1,600. Okay. That's not bad. If that's around, I don't mind selling mine around that. Okay.
Very cool.
Let's see. Oh wow, Eric is selling his for $1,200. Woo!
Way to price this out.
Delete that comment right now. Delete the comment right now.
No one.
Oh man. Awesome. All right. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and jump into our topic of this evening. It's been 1 week since the announcement of this A7 Mark III. Again, we're just really talking a little bit about the aftermath of it, the impressions, your thoughts on it after getting it. I know a lot of you guys are pre-ordering the camera, but maybe you can tell us a little bit of why you pre-ordered. What was the one thing that just kind of set it off the edge for you to pre-order it? And we could probably try and answer some of the questions that we were getting that we may not have addressed in a previous live stream, but I feel like if you kind of addressed. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
If you guys have specific questions about the A7 III, we'll be able to tackle those. But for anything that's like not really A7 III specific, hold it off until the Q&A part of the show.
And I think some folks here like Manny can probably answer a few of those.
Well, Manny has some hands-on experience. We got to get him on the live show.
Okay, we'll do, man. But yeah, I mean, definitely had more opportunities than us on that. Pedro's asking about a review of the 24105. Jason, do you cover a little bit of 24105 in your video? Right?
Yeah. Okay. So if you visit my channel, Danny and I did like a little discussion. Was that?
Yeah, it was a discussion.
Yeah. Danny and I did a little discussion about the 24-105 in terms of photos and video usage, as well as the Zeiss 135 2.8. So head to my channel, check it out. It's 26 minutes long, but damn, we were having some great discussion, man.
I'm gonna tell you, I was really worried about that recording because after the recording was over, I was playing it back on my computer, and there was something iffy about the audio, and I was having a panic. Like I said, oh crap, this audio is just like crap. But apparently it made it through. It made it through. So
yeah, it was fine. Thank goodness.
Because we didn't have we didn't really have a decent backup option. It was just the Rode mic, and you could hear the fans and all that good stuff. So
it came out great.
All right. So again, let us know kind of what kind of either questions about the A7 III and what kind of set you off over the edge to go ahead and do the pre-order for the A7 III. Would love to know what specific features were really important to you about making that happen. So
you want to quickly reiterate what kind of set us off just for like a quick couple minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. So while you're getting that going, as far as the A7 Mark III, it is the thing for me personally was just the fact that the battery and the overall ergonomics of the camera now match the A9 and the A7R III. Those are really big deals for me with regards to the actual camera. And I don't even think it needed 10 frames per second per se. It could have been 7, could have been, you know, something like around there. But Sony just went just a little bit more to just say, you know what, this is our this is our entry level camera. And the 10 frames really just like my eyebrows would. I remember when, if you guys watched the recap video or when me and Jason were fangirling over the camera when they were announcing all the features, I was just blown away. I was like, who's going to compete with this right now? It's so many features at $2,000.
The basic model.
What's weird, I didn't even understand what they meant initially by the basic model, right? When they first announced, when they said basic model, it didn't really hit me. All that I thought was, oh, it's the A7 III, right? But it wasn't until after they finished showing the camera that it made sense. But yeah. So Jason, what are some of the things that really got you to go for the A7 III?
Again, just really quickly, the battery, the biggest thing. That's probably like my #1 reason why. Shoot a lot of videos, got to have that amazing battery life. So really the battery life, and of course the bit of better color science on the newer Sony cameras. So that's what drew me into it. So definitely those are probably two of the biggest things for me to pick up a Sony A7 III.
Yeah, the only thing now, there is just a little bit of hesitation that I have. And for those of you that are on the fence that may not have pre-ordered, it's not a bad thing if you're just waiting, because, you know, once the camera is out, you know, people are going to work out some of the details. We don't know for sure on everything 100%, but definitely once I get the camera in my hands, I'm sure Jason, once he has it, we're just going to go ahead and test that camera out, just be using it as much as possible. There's always some slight hesitation because you don't know, you might not expect some things. Maybe there's some issues that might happen. I mean, Nikon had issues when they released the camera. So, you know, just be slightly open-minded. That's all I want to say when that camera starts making its rounds. So, all right.
Just really quickly, if you guys are in LA, there's a chance to play with the Sony A7 III at Sammy's camera. So on Friday and Saturday, if you guys can make it.
Okay. I don't think I can, man. I'm so swamped.
Okay, we drove too much for me.
I might have to drive again. All right, so let's see here. Some of you are posting now your thoughts. Dick King says the 1080p, 120 frames per second, the bigger battery, the dual card slots sold me over the current A7 Mark II. I can stop recording slow-mo with my iPhone 10. LOL. Oh wow. Okay.
Woo, that iPhone 10 4K 60 though. Let's see, Justin Godson. Oh wait, that's something else. But he said he was on the fence, but you guys convinced me to buy the 24 to 105.
All right, man. Glad.
Congratulations.
Jay Sand, the A7 Mark III. I feel Nikon isn't pricing correctly and continues to have a lack of vision. The A7 Mark III is what I've been looking for in a mirrorless at a great price. Yeah. It's weird. It's sort of like like I said, the A7 III is the culmination of all these different A7 iterations until it finally got to a point where the camera was really good. And they have the lenses. The lenses are coming. They're around the corner already. And the camera has finally kind of hit that middle ground. So
it's an eventual thing. I mean, like they just kept hammering on it, and then they finally got something that's getting everybody's attention.
Yeah, there were so many iterations to the point where it's like we're going to get it right at some point, and I think this is kind of that camera already. So
good stuff. Pedro Baltazar says, "Sweet, thanks guys. Loved your coverage of the A7 III, and I sold my 6500 and pre-ordered me one. It does say back order, and I think that's very common to see."
I didn't see back order when I clicked the purchase button. So,
well, I think on the order, like when you click on like order status or something, it'll say back order. So,
but unless it's saying back order on the actual website, like on B&H or something, then, I wonder if it's doing that.
Then that's a problem. Then that's definitely a problem.
Brian MacLeod, I don't have a definitive answer because I don't have the LAE4 adapter. Maybe someone can chime in, but he's asking, how does it work? Will it work? I think the manual is out for it. They posted on Sony Off Rumors, and it does give information about the LA adapters. So you may want to go ahead and take a look at the manual that was posted at Sony Off Rumors because it does mention that specific adapter, and I think it gives you some more additional information about what features are still available on the camera when using that. I have, it's because he's saying he only has A-mount glass right now, and he's looking to get the FE85 1.8, which is a really good lens choice.
Yeah. Dreamer asks, okay, A7 III question for food and product photography. Is 24 megapixel good enough, or go with the R3? 24 megapixel is good enough.
I don't shoot food photography, but I think it's going to be some really good 24 megapixels. That's how I would say it.
But that's the thing. A lot of people have been shooting with the 5D Mark III for like the longest time. 24 megapixels. It's gonna be fine.
There is pixel shift in the camera, so you could potentially shoot higher.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So I mean, I think
it's a static shot, so it should be fine.
Yeah, I think you have some flexibility still. But I look at the manual, and usually when the manual comes out, I go through every page. I don't think I saw anything on the pixel shift. Someone help me out. I don't recall, but if it has, it's great. Let's see. V3. Oh, he V3.
I'll look at this later, but go ahead.
Okay, Manny got me to go to full frame, pre-order the A7 Mark III. The video features sold me. Ruben Espinoza is asking about the AA filter. Does it have the AA filter? The anti-aliasing filter?
I think someone answered that. It has. Creative Film says it has one.
Okay. And then Ruben Espinoza, thank you for the super chat. He says, I will never sell my A7 Mark II. It was my first full frame. We'll get the new one for sure. Ruben, I said the same thing about my Canon stuff, and they are all gone now. I really wanted to keep my Canon stuff. I sold it. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad choice. I mean, hold on to it as a secondary camera.
Yeah, from the first flip through, I can't see pixel shifting, but we'll find out later.
Yeah. Cool. Mitch Rico is asking, is there a crop on the A7 Mark III at 120 frames per second? No, right? It's just the 4K.
So. Yeah, it's just the 4K at 30 frames per second.
Yeah. To clarify, people are saying it's like a 1.2 crop. So at 4K 30.
Cool.
Evan Pollinger, battery and joystick were what was key for me. And although I was only expecting a Nerf A7R III autofocus, the A9 autofocusing had me squealing.
Let's see here. David Olson says, after using the 1/32,000th of a second shutter on the A9, I can't give that up, but I will get the Sony A7 III.
Oh, we got another one. Nice. Jonathan Rogler says, sell the 5D Mark III and get the A7 Mark III? Yes. All right.
Came to the wrong channel.
It depends. If you have a lot of Canon glass, because you have to make the transition. You got to move on to that. All right.
Cool. 13th Dilemma. What's up, man? Good meeting you in Vegas. Battery, video features, autofocus.
We remember. I remember.
Oh, yeah. There you go. We remember you guys by your usernames, but never by your actual names.
Yeah.
So apologize for that. Battery, video features, autofocus, can see screen while shooting 4K, assuming in sunny weather mode, and it's full frame upgrade for my 6500. So I pre-ordered this deal for $2K.
Yeah. Imagine if they sold it just for like $1,000. The uproar. Oh my gosh. They would have.
Here's $4,000. Thank you.
Just take the camera. It's free. Just buy our lenses. Austin G. I pre-ordered the A7 Mark III, upgrading from the A6000 to get full frame and 4K. The only FE lens I have is the 70-200 f4. I want to spend less than $1,000 for one more FE lens. I was thinking the 2.0 28 millimeters. I don't personally have it. I think, Jason, you've used the 28 f2 at some point.
Yeah, but not too often. I mean, it's good, but
hey, you might be able to join pro support and you can test some things out. Maybe, Austin. Maybe. I don't remember the requirements.
It's a tough choice, man. I mean, like, yeah, for $1,000, you can pick up a couple 2 prime lenses, a 55 and a 35, maybe. So,
yeah, you might not be able to go with Sony on some of those, but maybe.
Awesome.
All right.
Little Ray Blue says, been waiting since the A7 II came out. Just couldn't pull the trigger then. Has been a long wait. Every day it's just one day closer. talk about patience, man.
Yeah. Tiny Truck Climbers, what do you think about the new Sigma E-mount primes that are going to be priced at, and when are they going to be released? I think they're going to come out this year, but just kind of maybe sprinkle it through.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be sprinkled throughout. It's just crazy to announce so many lenses. He just dropped all that stuff. But Jason, you said there was some. Oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah. No, go ahead. What are you going to say?
I was no, you go first because we're going to talk about the adapting process.
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to get into. I mean, like, well, because you brought up like, oh, how are they able to drop so many lenses at the same time? I mean, like, just based on all the photos, it seems like they are roughly the same size as the Canon and Nikon counterparts. So it just literally looks like they just added an adapter at the tail end of things. So it's just I can see how and why they were able to get these lenses out so fast.
Yeah, I'm personally interested in checking out some of these E-mount primes. I'm just hoping that they rework the autofocusing system. And I know the rumor right now, or the talk, is that they just mounted a Sigma MC11 adapter and they put a finish over that and just covered it up. So if it functions better than the Sony, the Sigma MC11 adapter, and I test out a few, I'm sold on the Sigma primes, and I'm just glad there's some options for people now. More options.
Yeah, it just worries me. It just worries me if they just literally stuck on an MC11 adapter and call it a day, because I really don't want that to happen. I trust Sigma enough to be like, okay, we're gonna use the same mode and everything or whatever, same electronics, but we're gonna find a way to really get that autofocus to work with the Sony camera. So that's what I'm hoping for everybody, because then, damn, Sigma lenses and the A7 III. Kick butt combo, dude. Kick butt combos.
Those are some sharp lenses they have. That's why. And those of you in the chat, what about the 105 f1.4 from Sigma? Anybody itching to potentially get that? I'm just curious because that thing kind of got me interested. Skip 336. I just got the Alpha 6500, thinking about getting the A7 Mark III. I mean, if you just got the 6500, I would just wait a little bit longer until more people test out the A7 Mark III along the lines, and then then grab it when you're ready for it. You know what I mean? Or build up your lens lineup first. That might be a good option too. Yes. Let's see. Jason's asking, did anyone buy more than one copy to resell on eBay? Arbitrage. Dang it!
I don't know. I've never really seen that happen before.
The D850, the D850, they upcharged that camera because it was so difficult to get it initially. So when you went to eBay, the prices hit $4,000 for this camera, for that D850. So wow, that would have been an interesting hustle.
Putting in my third pre-order right now.
What? Now that I think about it, if you were really thinking about this, that might have been a really smart move. You could have probably upcharged it like $500 because people probably be itching for it. But I would just wait it out. You know?
It wouldn't be long until they'll have the camera back on the market.
I hope it won't be too long for people. Dominic D says, just sick of waiting for the Canon to catch up with the times. Plus, the A7 III and the Sigma MC11 seem to work well enough for me to use my Canon glass during the transition. Yeah, do what you can for right now. Like I said, Jason, like I pointed out, Jason earlier, it's like I'm trying to transition over to just a Sony glass now. I still have some Canon glass, but I'm looking to. That reminds me, I need to sell my Sigma glass. Damn.
So one art for another art. The same art, but with the MC11 adapter on it.
But the thing is, they only announced primes because I had the Sigma 50 to 100 and the Sigma 18 to 35, and then just the 35. I would like the 35 f1.4 Sigma. If it works just as well natively, I might get that. All right.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, why couldn't they do the 18 to 35? Literally the most popular Sigma lens ever.
Yeah. I'm the Brown says to both of us, Digital Goja has 2 A7R IIIs when everyone else was back ordered. People can check with them once the A7 Mark III is released. I think you'll see the prices. Yeah.
Nice. People are asking pixel.
They say no pixel shift.
No pixel shift. I don't know. That was on the B&H website. So unless they change the description or just copy and paste it over from the A7R III, then very interesting.
Literally, literary blue says when he said basic model, I thought what else do they have back there? Especially when he called it the A9 Mark III. It's the full frame model, guys. The full frame model.
Oh man, Danny, I don't see pixel shift on the description anymore.
Oh, they took it out?
They took it.
Oh,
I think they
shoot.
probably just copy and paste it over, and then
I
they
am
finally
so
took it.
sorry, guys. I am so sorry.
Oh dang.
Hey, that
What?
just makes me appreciate the A7R III just a little bit more, but I don't use that feature, by the way, so.
I gotta find some way to test it out. Right.
Yeah.
Let's go out and shoot some architecture.
There you go, man.
Awesome.
Asking about the video quality. Unfortunately, we weren't able to really pop in a card on our end to test it out, but there's some tests already being posted on the video quality. And then I think Max Yuriev did some test, and he said that the quality was really good compared to the A7R III
so
as well. Yeah.
So jealous, Max. Where are you, Max?
Tiny Truck says I pre-ordered the A7 III 5 minutes after the time frame. Do you think I will get in the first batch? No.
Yes.
No.
So wow, so pessimistic.
I hope so. I hope you get in the first batch.
I pre-ordered the Sony A7R III like 2 hours after the fact, and I still was able to get it day 1. Wait, day 2. I don't know.
Probably them connection Jason has. You know, just kind of talk to them a little bit about it.
We got a super chat donation.
What the heck? We are getting, oh my god. Okay, Danny, just waiting on your official 100 to 400G master review. Your pictures blew me away. Oh, Alex, man. Stop dropping super chats, man. Save that money for the 100 400. It's gonna hurt your wallet later.
Save that money for the Sony A7 III.
But yeah, the images, if you go to my Instagram, shameless plug, but anyway, I am posting some of the images. It looks terrible here, by the way, but the image quality with the 100 or 400 is really good. I mean, for daytime stuff, it does really well. So yeah, that's what Alex is kind of referencing. So yeah, follow him on Instagram, that one camera guy. Anyway, shameless plug there, all right? So
a lot of people are saying they're canceling their order because there's no pixel shift on the camera.
Oh shoot, man! I am so sorry. I blame B&H. The B&H photo posted it in their thing, man.
Yeah, we saw it. We saw it in the description, but I guess they took it out. It's all good. We don't need no pixel shift.
Literally, Blue says checking out the Sigma 35. I am thinking of getting that one. Okay, that's what I'm interested in. Let's see.
Realistically, if one pre-orders before the 15th of March, will he get it from B&H? When will he get it from B&H? That's really tough to say, man.
Yeah. The official release date's April 10th, right? When it'll be in hands, April 10th.
Yeah. I mean, some places, again, you know, like someone said, oh my goodness.
Oh. Phenom Vapes. I remember this Phenom Vapes, I think, maybe.
Are you the guy who said something about the pizza in New York?
Phenom Vapes just dropped $50 on the super chat. What the heck? He's asking, know of any 4K 60 USB Type-C video capture on the horizon? Thoughts on the AV.io 4K and Camlink? Haven't caught a live in a while. Glad to see your subs growing. Keep up the good work, gents. I remember the Phenom Vapes. Okay, so I have the AV.
He said yes from New York City. He said
really?
It's him. He's the pizza guy.
Hey, we
were looking for you, man. We were like in New York. We're like, who's the pizza guy? I want my damn pizza.
All right, so since that's a huge super chat, we'll tackle this right now. So I have the AV.io 4K. I have 2 of these. It only does.
Oh, there you go. Connection's lost.
Oh shoot. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter now.
You touch it.
It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter. What happened? I'm so worried. Why did I do that? Oh god. Oh shoot. Hang on, guys. Let me unplug and replug this in.
Oh, there you go, Phenom Vapes. Your $50 just destroyed Yanni's setup.
Oh, there we go. I'm back. Okay. So Elgato has a 4K 60p capture card, but it's inside of your computer. I don't think it's not an external card. So you got to check Elgato. They have a 4K 60p gaming capture card. So
Whoa.
yeah,
Really?
I was looking into that, but I'm pretty sure Blackmagic has some stuff, but it's probably really expensive too, potentially.
Yeah.
All right. Phenom, man, appreciate the super chat.
Yes.
All right.
Pizza.
Caution Fridays asking any tips on being overprotective with my camera. Just be cautious about it. Use your best judgment. That's all I can say. It's kind of nerve-wracking when it's dusty, but I do know, you can always get it cleaned at some of these free events. If you have pro support, you can definitely send your camera in to get it clean. Jason always gets his stuff clean. When we were at WPPI, he just brought like a buttload of stuff to pro support to get cleaned. And
not even, man. Probably like 40,
it wasn't
four stuff.
I thought he was going to bring more. So definitely get the protective screen on your phone. Not your phone, but on your back of your screen. All that good stuff.
That is uber important.
JZMF Gaming, what's up with your camera quality, Danny? Jason looks fine. It's potato quality every Monday here when it's on my channel. Well, actually all the time. So
it's only when Danny and I come together. It's when we got like that slider set up, the lights, and
do I got to come down to Vegas
again?
Do we got to go back to? I got to go back to Vegas then.
Yeah, we got to go back to Luxor now because everybody apparently knows we were at the Luxor.
Oh God, we should not be saying that. All right.
if any of you guys work at a hotel and you can sponsor a room with a beautiful sunset or a beautiful a Las Vegas backdrop, we want to be there. We want that to be our background for the Monday Live.
Oh shoot. Chris Barr. Chris Barr says he is the SR6. There is no shortage of this camera. It was set to release before the A7R III, but the G850 forced Sony to release the A7R III early with that old sensor. The A7R III has been in the warehouse for months. Chris Barr dropping the SR6 info, guys. Chris Barr is SR6.
Dude, Chris Barr, he's an insider from Sony, dude.
Yeah. We got to be careful not to expose him so much. That's a bad thing. That's a really good theory. If he's on the ball with that makes a lot of sense to me. Because I'm like, why did not A7 III come out first? But I mean, yeah. All right. Chris Barr, thank you for the $10 super chat. Really appreciate it. Oh, what the heck? There's another super chat. They just won't stop.
Oh my goodness.
Jay Sand says, this is for the fun to get Danny away from DSL. Where I live, I only have AT&T DSL. That there's no other option. There is no other option. That's why I got this this jetpack. It was working really well in the beginning, but now the speeds have slowed down, and it's kind of frustrating. So I don't know if T-Mobile got better. Maybe I got to look into T-Mobile again. I was at T-Mobile before, so
T-Mobile LTE.
I was gonna shoot at school. I thought about it, but I didn't want to stay so late at work. I was like, the internet's a little bit better there. So again, thank you everyone for all the super chats. All right.
Or that Luxor Wi-Fi, am I right?
That Luxor Wi-Fi came in clutch. I was so worried. Jason was like, it's gonna cut off, Danny. It's just not gonna work.
I was just
it's not circus, so they won't be all right.
Thank you, Luxor. I love Luxor. You know what? It's because it's a pyramid. That's how it's been getting that signal.
Yeah, the Illuminati, right? And everything. All right. Hey, we had like that scare at the very end on that other day towards the end with the drill? Do you remember the alarm going off at the Luxor Hotel?
Oh, right. Yeah.
And
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, the alarm went off. We asked them, it's like, oh yeah, this isn't a drill. I'm like, what? What's going on? But no one was running around like chickens, so I was like, I think we're okay. But they said someone broke the alarm. Somebody was like doing construction and messed up the alarm.
Yeah.
George Daniels asking, will you stop shooting sports with the Alpha 6500? It is really tough to go back to APS-C, but I'm going to hold on to it so I can test lenses out on the Alpha 6500 though. So I am aiming to do some tests with the 6500 and the 100-400 because people are asking about it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So what's this about? 30-minute limit EU expiring 2019.
Oh, you want me to talk about that? Okay, all right.
Yeah, we got like a few minutes left.
Yeah, hey folks. Yeah, there's just not a lot of time left. Okay, so there's some other topics I want to talk about. This one was really interesting because I think it came up talking about the reason why your cameras are limited in its recording time. It's because I think there's this tax from the EU that once a stills camera records longer than 29 minutes and 59 seconds, I think it becomes a video camera, and there's like a 14% or like a 30% tax on the actual camera. Someone can be more specific on that, but I believe that's the case. But I think that requirement is expiring in 2019, or it's up for like to reevaluate it. And I think manufacturers like Sony might be potentially waiting for that. And I was hoping that if it does expire in 2019, that they can retroactively release firmwares to sort of unlock the recording limits on some of the cameras that we already have right now. And Jason is shaking his head. Jason, why are you doing that?
Nah, man, they're just gonna make you buy another camera. 30-minute recording removed.
What if the A7S III don't come out until 2019 because of this?
Oh, that sucks. Damn.
But yeah, I'm definitely hoping on that, because you remember the Panasonic sold two models, the Panasonic GH4, I believe. They sold one that was meant for the European Union area, I guess, that had the unlimited recording, but it was a little more expensive. So this idea of unlimited recording is interesting. So, but yeah, I don't think Sony would, only because of the heating issue. Because after a while, it overheats. If you're recording for a long time. Let's hear. Yeah, Michael Mistro says, I pre-ordered the A7 III. I'm thinking I'm not going to keep it. I really only want the A7S III with the built-in NDs, 4K 60p, 10-bit 422, articulating screen, A9 autofocus. Sony, I'm not asking for much. And Michael's not really asking for much there. I think that's it. Jason, would you cancel your A7 III if this was on the verge for the A7S
III?
Yeah.
Oh, if it has the specs that I want.
If it's 4K 60p, better bit rates, options, everything like that. Man. People were saying, what if they release the A7S III right as the A7 III comes out?
You see, that makes me skeptical, because I'm thinking how we're always saying like rumors that it might come out NAB, but you know what? Because the A7 III is going to drop April 10th, same time as NAB, I don't think they're gonna let A7S III to kind of like rain on its parade. Yeah, exactly. So you know what? Who knows, man? I think someone else says Photokina. That might be a possible thing for the A7S III. So guys, just don't think the A7S III might get announced April, sometime this year, to be honest with you guys. So let's play it safe here.
Hey, you know what? It still could be something like an APS-C camera. I'm not going to hold that out. They could be waiting. It could be the RX100 Mark VI. It could be something. But yeah, who knows? Let's see. Michael Mistro, thank you for the super chat again. He says $500 off Jason's lens. WTH. Ouch. The Zeiss 135mm. Here's $10 to Jason Vong. LOL. Guys, if you haven't been following our stream, I've been giving Jason the hardest time ever because he bought the Sony Zeiss 135 bodice, the f2.8. It retails for $2,000. He got a slight discount for $300. He's pulling it out. He's pulling it out. Here you go. There it is.
Here it is.
And I told him it was a stupid idea. I'm like, you have the 7200 still, right? The 7200. And I'm like, you have 135 of 2.8, but now Zeiss is offering a $500 discount off of that lens. Oh, it is so bad.
I still think I got a pretty good discount on it, but now it's even better. So if anyone's looking to pick up the Zeiss 135 f2.8, now it's probably a good time. I don't think it'll go any lower than that, especially since it's Zeiss. And if you need more of a reason, go check out the video on my channel. Yeah, check his video out. Use his link. Help him out. He's got to recoup some of that cost, guys. I'm just being it's worth it. I got some amazing photos in Vegas with this lens. It's worth it. We just got another super chat. Tony Brown saying Danny is racking it up today. I am. I have no idea what the total is yet.
But it is getting crazy, guys. I really do appreciate all the super chat that's being dropped today.
Danny, you better make some videos, man.
Oh my god, it's gonna be tough, man. I got that yearbook deadline in 2 weeks, and I'm kind of panicking a little bit. But I am gonna tell you, I will be posting content on my Instagram when I can, just to kind of supplement, because I might be lagging on the video side. But I will post image examples for people that are interested of stuff there. And one other thing I want to talk about before we head out, just really quick, everyone completely misses. After I left Vegas, I saw this post on like Engadget or something. They're talking about a new sensor on the Sony technology that they're now going to put a low light sensor on camera phones in the near future. It might start this year or next year, but they're going to get some crazy A7S like style abilities. They're saying the phone's ability to record and see video and take pictures up to 12,800, potentially 20,000 ISO or something like that. It's insane. We just got another $10 drop. What the heck is going on here?
Danny, it's hot on your channel.
Henry Ung, thanks for the Sony content. Hopefully there'll be lots of A7 IIIs available if I decide to downgrade from the R3. LOL. Yeah, it will be there. It'll be there.
I wouldn't say it's a downgrade, but
yeah,
there will be. Should be enough.
The R3, man, the R3 is just nice. I mean, it's more detailed than you really need.
It's not enough details.
Oh God. Okay, I got to check out these comments really quick before we take off. What's been going on?
Michael Bistro, Jason, Saturday at Sammy's, right? You betcha.
I wish I could make it out there. There's just so much stuff going on my end.
Can I plug Francisco?
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
Okay, this weekend at Sammy's Camera, if you guys are in LA, Sammy's, the Fairfax location, March 9th and March 10th. Scott Robert Lim, Sony artisan, Francisco Joel Hernandez, Sony Collective, Sony Collective member. They're both having a little bit of a portrait lighting workshop at Sammy's Camera. So guys, come out. And I heard the Sony A7 III will be there, so you guys can demo the camera for yourself as well. And I'm thinking I'll be there likely on Saturday. I'm not too sure about Friday, but I'll be there Saturday. So if you guys are going to be there Saturday, I'll see you guys there.
There we go. We missed the super chat. Tri Quang Dao, I hope I said that right. He says, did you try the FE Tamron 28-75 f2.8? They kept it behind a glass at WPPI. The Tamron lens was not usable, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
we didn't get a chance to play with it, but yeah, it's skinny. It's 67 millimeter like filter thread. Super skinny.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me know if you caught any other comments, Jason. I'm just trying to breeze through this as quickly as possible. Chris Dye says he bypassed an alarm at the Excalibur. Are we taking questions now, just in general, for the last 10 minutes or so? 5, 10? Jason?
Oh, yeah, you want to go on for another 5, 10 minutes?
Yeah, like a 5 or 10. Yeah, just start dropping questions at this point. We see it, we'll try to answer it if we can. Again, if you do the super chat, we'll see it. But again, it's not necessary. If we catch it, we'll catch it.
Use the hashtag QA and let us know. Yeah. So we'll try to get
QA,
them.
The hashtag really helps out. Ellie Malay is asking, what do you guys think of the Meiki APS-C lenses? Are they sharp? How do they relate to some other Sony lenses? I think they're just really inexpensive prime lenses. I have a few. And they're really fast primes just to learn and practice with. I really dig them for that. Are they? What happened now? Did he just? Damn it! What did he say?
Micro Mistro Pierce, more money, Danny. $10. Michael, thank you again, dude. Shoot. Stop it, dude. You're killing us.
I think we're gonna blow a record today. Let's see. Yeah, Ellie. I think they're just really great, inexpensive lenses. So it's not bad checking them out if you get a chance to.
Cool. Ki Hoon Kim, is the APS-C lens aperture f1.4 different from the full frame lens aperture 1.4? You're gonna get way creamier bokeh out of the full frame 1.4, so you're gonna see a difference there. But I think Danny, you mentioned that the light gathering is the same.
It's exactly the same, and it's just the composition. So if you have a 35 1.4 APS-C and a 35 1.4 full frame, they have the same field of view. It's just the crop factor is different, and I guess it can affect the way the bokeh might look, so to speak. I think that's proper. I think. I think.
Evan Pollinger says, which peak design strap do you use for the Sony cam with heavier lenses? I still use the slide light.
Oh, did I remember I almost dropped my camera 3 times?
That was Danny's fault though.
I almost dropped my camera 3 times because I unhooked one of the peak design clips because it was getting in the way when we were shooting at the ghost town. And I let go, and the camera just almost slipped all the way down. So do I have? Yeah, I have it here. Okay, let me go ahead and have a quick. So I have my camera. It's probably all blurry anyway. So I have my camera. I have the peak design strap, like the leash or whatever. So I took one off. I took one of these off because I couldn't shoot. It was kind of getting in the way. So I still had it around my neck. And so I didn't know it was still attached. I didn't kind of know. So I let go. It starts falling, and I grab it just before it hits the ground. I mean, it just like barely grazed. It didn't touch the floor, but it was so close. But it happened 3 times. The first time wasn't too bad. Second time wasn't too bad. The third time was very close. Very close.
I just hope none of those times was with my Zeiss 135.
I only had your Zeiss for like 20 minutes.
It's like the first one.
And it was one of those times.
Oh, you. Nathan Vallee says A7S III versus A7S II for low light performance. We don't know, but when we get our cameras, we'll see.
Oh, whoa, Jason, you can't be telling them about that. That's what are you talking?
Ignore that.
Photo Miak says, Danny, make sure you and Jason stay friends and don't fall out like Fro and Cazillo did. LOL, you make a great team. For those of you that remember Greg Cazillo and Jared Poland, let us know. That was a long time ago when that happened.
What happened? I'm gonna have to look that up later.
Oh, dude, it was interesting.
What are you like? Partners?
They just had a fallout on that.
Funny you should mention that because Danny and I will have a fallout pretty soon.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen pretty soon. It might happen sooner than we think.
Diss track.
Let's see. They're asking about
the Garma family.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah, Shark Slider. Garma family experience. Ask, how was the footage? How was the iFootage Shark Mini Slider? It's great, man. I love it. I didn't get to. I wanted to. Here's the thing. I brought the slider for the sole purpose of doing time lapses with the slider, but I'm having so much trouble understanding how the app works, so I kind of gave up on it. But Danny, good thing Danny was like, hey, let's just set up your slider and do this nice little sliding parallax for our live show. And I was like, you know what? That's a pretty damn good idea. So we set it up and it worked out extremely well. I love it. So I know getting some great footage with it.
It upsets some people with the motion. So if we ever do it, we'll have to just move it just a little bit slower, maybe. But I really dig that look. And the backdrop was just amazing.
Yeah. That sunset backdrop though.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Reginald Esk is asking, have you used the FTP transfer function to send raw photos? I have not.
Not.
Nick K, Q&A. Can you guys explain the cropping situation on the A7 III for video? It crops like 1.2 or so, full frame, 4K 30p. That's all I'm aware of. Right.
So yeah, if you can hit us up again or hit me up again for Saturday, I could probably ask them a little bit more in depth. If there's a tech rep there, I can ask.
Jason, just take the camera. Just take the camera.
All right, preview video next week.
Get the SD card in the camera. Just put the camera. I'm sure they'll just ask them. All right. Troy X, do you think the A7 Mark III has better than the A9 since it has more contrast autofocus points? No. Basically they're asking, is the A7 III autofocusing better than the A9? I don't think it is. I think the A9 is still going to be superior, but that's just me trying to justify my A9 at this point.
EKE2K7 says, do you guys think the silent shutter will be good for wedding ceremonies? Sorry, I don't know how super chat works.
There's a little money symbol down by the happy face on the left-hand side. You can click on the super chat.
Yeah, there's that little dollar sign. But to answer your question, yeah, absolutely. If you want to be discreet and quiet about it, I think the silent shutter would be fantastic for wedding ceremonies. I mean, like, I don't think people would be too distracted by it unless you're rapid firing a bunch of like clicks, but for the most part, it'd be pretty good. What I do find silent shutter to be super incredibly helpful is if you're like doing like shooting on a movie set or shooting like a little recording session for musicians. That's when it really comes in clutch. But or even like golf, right? They made a big fuss about being able to do silent shooting at golf. So yeah, in those type of situations, it'd be pretty good.
I used a couple of A9s to shoot a wedding, and it was so silent. It was so weird. It was so quiet. The only thing that was making noise was someone shooting your DSLR. When they were in the actual pews, they were using your DSLR to shoot and fire photos. So, but everything else, it was just completely silent. The only thing I would be worried about is with the A7R III and the A7 III is that you will experience distortion. So just be cautious. But they're not moving. You should be okay.
Yeah, if it's wedding ceremony, I think it's fine. If you're shooting like fast action stuff, then that's something that you should worry about. But
just fire some extra frames, okay? That's all I recommend. You got 10 frames, just fire a few extras. Because sometimes I notice you might catch them when their eyes are closed or something like that. I don't know. Just watch it out for that.
Rapid fire.
Let's see. Q&A. Riddell. Okay. What Riddell asked? Q&A. Gimbal. 18 bodice, the 1635 f4 or the 1635 G Master for a gimbal. I think Jason has the best answer for this one.
18. Love my 18 a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. He's going for that 18. I just got the 1635 f4. Might go ahead and try it on a gimbal when I get it in. Caution Friday is asking, are there any cheap full-frame lenses you recommend for the A7 Mark III? The Nifty 50? It's not a great lens, but I mean, you want a cheap full-frame lens. There's also the cheap Rokinon 35 f2.8 if you're really on the low budget. Jason, any other recommendations by any chance?
Nah, man. That's your territory.
Alex Sandoval is asking, what would you recommend Capture One over Lightroom to a photographer? What does Capture One do better than Lightroom? Capture One works a lot faster in rendering the files and loading it up. From my experience, I'm just so used to Lightroom that I've just stuck with it. And I just kind of filter my images, my sports images out through Photo Mechanic. I pick them out through Photo Mechanic, then bring them into Lightroom. And then Lightroom is doing okay now. It's not too bad. Jason, are you using Lightroom or Capture One typically?
I have both, but still using Lightroom. It's just easier for me to fiddle around with things just because I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's more just used to it. And I think with Capture One, I'm probably gonna end up using Capture One when the A7 III is out, because there won't be an official RAW converter for it yet till later.
Cool.
Jason, is that gonna do it for us this evening?
I think so, man. I think that's all right. That's it. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, folks, really sorry we didn't get to all the questions that were there. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to give the video a like if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate it. If you haven't done so, if I don't post any videos, do follow me on Instagram, That One Camera Guy. Shameless plug. Jason, Jason, how can we find you?
Jason Vong. Jason Vong. V-O-N-G. Look for me up. Can't go wrong with the Vong.
There you go. Jason, we will definitely have the live show on Jason's channel next week, so make sure you're up for that one. And hopefully we'll have some new announcements of something at that time. Again, once again, thank you guys for joining us this evening. So we'll catch you later. Again, I'm your host, That One Camera Guy, and that's
Jason Vong. Peace.
See you guys later. Let's see here.